Hello, welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We are continuing our Boskara playthrough here, and we are recovering from a recent war that we did not declare. The purple guys decided to declare war on us. We had a little back and forth. They took over some of ours, we took it all back, and then some. And right now we are at a bit of a neutral time. We just recovered all of our war weariness. We are economically very much in pain. But hopefully we got a couple other colonies queued up, and hopefully we'll make a recovery soon. If we look at this, looks like we can build a space trader's bazaar, so let's go ahead and add that to the queue. That'll increase our trade income. It'll also bump up this particular colony a little bit more, hopefully enough to offset the maintenance cost of the building, which I think it will. Increased cannibalism. Cannibalism on a Camino planet? That's interesting. Alright, so our fleets are heading back. Strike Force isn't that scary. We do have a colony ship heading over here to colonize the planet. Hopefully we'll be able to colonize it. Our ships, we have two fleets. I did redesign the ships, mostly not completely off Firestorm torpedoes, but a blend of Firestorm torpedoes and the new blaster tech that we recently researched. Big thing is we just need to get all of our ships built back up, repaired, and in working order. We also need to rebalance our fleets a little. So we need some invasion fleets up and running. Like some proper invasion fleets up and running. And some attack and defense fleets. More than just the two I got hopping around. But really hard to accomplish that when you're completely broke. We have no spies. Interesting. I'll pay a little money to get spies. Spies are relatively inexpensive. Not super cheap, but well, especially when you fail to recruit them so many times. Go. Alright, I am bankrupting myself trying to recruit spies. It's not great. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let these guys keep stealing tech. Pretty high probability. Hopefully that works out okay. These fleets, they're loading troops, but I also want to retrofit them and refuel them. Where's this guy? He's got to be limping in from somewhere deep in space. Yeah. Wonder if it's safe to hop in here yet. Probably not, given our current fleet strength. I'm gonna go retrofit all of our fleets. I don't know if this guy will retrofit or not. He might just sit there. We'll be retrofitting again relatively soon. All right, looks like our troops are done building. Definitely want to queue more up to build. I'm going to need a ton of troops. War spawning. Can I do this yet? I can. All right, well, that's definitely worth doing then. We have plenty of population, so I'm not worried about that in the slightest. But maxing out these troop transports would be great. Still nowhere near. We can only do that war spawn every 5 years, it looked like. Does that hurt my reputation? No, it doesn't. This advanced shipyard would save 5% on my empire-wide ship maintenance. So what exactly is that then? I look at this. Ship maintenance. 84,000. 85,000. So 10% would be 8,500. Half of that's 4,250. So it would offset the cost of building it mostly. And it would only get better as we scale up. It almost offsets the cost, not quite. But long term, as we get bigger and bigger fleets, it will itself. Also gives some bonus colony development, which will make populations happier, which increases tax revenue. So it might completely cover its own cost. I suppose I should have gone off the amount used, not just the amount we have available to spend towards it. So at that rate, it actually will more than cover its cost. Enhanced research is 8 years, but if it's crashed, it'll be faster. Go ahead and queue it up. Between episodes, I did queue up the production of a bunch of location, like a bunch of small spaceports, mostly because it significantly bumped our research output, which is going to make these techs quicker. But we are definitely struggling economically, so do need our population to increase to stabilize that. Taking over enemy planets might help, but it won't completely solve it. If we look at our planets real quick, we could see... Wait, did we colonize that one? We did. I don't think anybody could settle on this type of planet. Aside from Boskarans and Shaktur. Alright, so a lot of these are super in the negative. And that's mostly because they're underdeveloped, or the small populations. As they get more development, as they... No, these are fully assimilated, so it's not an assimilation thing. This one is an assimilation scenario. Okay, so this is Ice Tundra Planet. This should be everybody leave. The Nexilin and the Xenox are the only ones that should be on these ice planets. Alright, well, we can see these are slowly trending positive. It's gonna take a while for them to fully get there, between population growth and assimilation. But once they do, it will solve my economic woes. Private economy making decent money, spending every dime they're making. If we look at resort locations, there's a couple spots we could build up stuff. Alright, this did get tougher with the retrofit. Alright, looks like these pirate ships mostly retrofit themselves and are converted over. This guy did not, but I don't really know why. Hydrocore capacitor, that's something we don't currently have. Maybe I'll get a little tech if we rip that apart. Alright, so third fleet is the one that's a little shy on ships, so pop all these guys into third fleet. There we go. A little bit better. Alright. Should we wipe out some pirates? Because I'm getting kind of tired of pirates raiding us all the time. Yeah, let's go refuel over here. Probably not going to wait for every one of these ships to reach over here. I'll probably just go attack them with whatever's already assembled at this planet. Alright, I'm just going to head straight in for the kill here. Alright, there we go. Some of those ships got converted, it looks like. Rest of them getting blown up. Alright, these guys are heading over to Chasm. I'm going to switch them to auto attack. I'm going to switch these guys to invade. See if I can get them to fly around and load troops up while we're at peace. Our economy is slowly stabilizing. We're at negative 43,000 now, instead of negative 60,000. So we're just going to see these planets slowly but surely shift towards the positive. And then these tiny planets, as they grow, they'll become positive. One thing I could do to kind of speed up that process a little bit is I could spend a little more effort researching some of these techs that will convert them a little more effectively. Just going to queue up a bunch of those base techs. We'll eventually churn them out. Alright, looks like Chasm's recovering from the nasty bombardment that it had. I really don't want to build a terraforming facility right now. It's just too expensive. Alright, these green guys are looking like pretty easy pushovers. They do have some invasion ships though, and I don't have a lot of defensive fleets, so I have to be a little careful about how aggressive I get with trying to take over any of their territory. And some of the fleets, you know, like 12,000 is not nothing. They have at least 2 invasion fleets that I would need to plan for protecting my ships, or I should say my planets. If I was a betting man, I'd say they'd go after this one. One of the first ones they'd go after. Okay, somebody declared war on us. United Newthene Empire. That's a new one. They have 19 planets. They have more research than us. Not sure about their military strength. Alright, let's see if we can figure out who these guys are exactly. Are these blue guys? Yeah. Alright. I thought they'd be purple, but I mean, they're not really close. My guess is they just want to take this one planet that I have over here. Can I even reach over there? Their ships are terrible. Could this be an opportunity to expand? They've got nothing else in this area. This planet's pretty built up. Alright, these are slightly better, but still, fission reactors? Yikes. This planet would be kind of a hard nut to crack. Alright, do we have any fuel on this planet? We do not, so if we head all the way over there. Alright, these two ships are getting close, so I'm gonna head down there with the invasion fleet. Maybe we could poach a planet or two? I don't know what this planet looks like. Looks pretty poorly defended overall. Get some Hakonish in our empire. I really wanted my economy to recover, but they seem bent on not letting me. Oh, never mind. Bigger threat has reared its head. Nipsey's Industries has declared war on us. As I thought, they are over here. All right, let's hop over here. My guess is they're gonna invade this planet, and we're gonna lose it for sure. But we'll head over there and at least give them a run for their money. Maybe take that planet back. At this point, I just want to get to peace with these guys. We'll probably lose this planet. That's fine. You do not want peace yet. Usually got to be at war for a while before they're ready to go to peace. Their ships are going pretty slow. There's a possibility I might make it to this planet before they invade it. Not a great possibility, but it is possible. Let's pivot and try to head over there. Because if I could blow up their ships before they even invade, destroy their troops, that'd be fantastic. Alright, is there any chance of me building up another fleet? Let's create a new fleet and retrofit these ships. Do you feel like I need to add more stuff to that fleet? I still have not like formally built out fleet designs yet, but that's because mostly garbage. All right, let's build that, and then I'll add all those to the new fleet we just created. I think I'll make Cassim their home. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it, but we might catch them. Maybe. I mean, this is built. It will put up a fight for a couple seconds. That might be enough time for me to get there. Maybe. I mean, we are... Oh, there it is. We made it. Alright, let's try to blow up. Oh, it said jumping block, but they still jumped. Damn. Alright, let's jump over there. We're gonna chase them. This guy, we're gonna come reinvade that planet, take it back. Did they not take it? They didn't. Interesting. Alright, so they're shuttling fleets over in this direction. I don't know why we're going down there. I'd rather guard here. Okay. We just took out a whole bunch of their troops without them actually invading anything. Looks like they're pushing over this way. So they're going on this planet now. See if we can head down there real quick. Alright, you just piled in here. This does not look particularly well defended. So we should be able to invade this planet pretty quickly and easily. Alright, we got troops landing. Oh yeah, this one's ours for sure. Alright, let's load our troops back up where we can and keep the ball moving. We got a defensive fleet moving over there. Yeah, they're piling their invasion fleet over here. I do not think we'll make this one in time, but there's always a possibility. We do have a defensive base over here. I don't know what they got, but we are ripping them to shreds. I mean, the armor's not that bad. But these ships, like, look at that. We're just tearing them down. Yeah, look at that. They're jumping away. Huh. Would you look at that? It'd be nice if I could catch their attack fleet over here. Alright, we tore this apart. I don't think they have anything worth keeping. Can I jump down here, or are we not gonna make it in time? Oh yeah. Perfect. Alright, they're heading over here still. We're gonna jump right next to them. We wiped out the defense fleet over here. This is going shockingly well. They do have an invasion fleet over here. I don't know what their intention is there, but we do have this new fleet that we're building, kind of assembling over here. They're not quite here yet, but they're getting there. All right, let's hop over here and take this planet as well. That should be a real quick capture. Oh, it's an outpost. Okay. Caribbean spice, that explains that. And the AI usually's got a reason for doing what they do. Alright, let's see if we can go up there before they do any major damage to this planet. Their fuel here, there's a little bit. I mean, we might as well refuel while we're right next to it. Alright, looks like we're mostly refueled at this point. Where'd they run off to? Harass my mining station? Alright, let's see where they're... what shenanigans they're pulling. Ah, it looks like they did come over here. They probably were not anticipating me having fleet over here. Joke's on you, because I do. And there they go, running away. You are all loaded up, better or worse. And you are getting a little banged up here. A decent sized attack fleet, and they have another one joining, I think. All right, let's see if we can hop back over by this planet. We know that they're pushing over in this direction. All right, well, it looks like they're losing more than we are right now. Which I will take that any day of the week. Oh yeah, they've only successfully destroyed one of my military. Uh-oh. Where's that? Oh, they snuck one over there while I was dealing with this nonsense. Ooh. So apparently our spaceport was not enough to drive them away. Which means we will have to hop back up here. Alright, that is wiped out. Go hop up here and... They got a bunch of troops on the planet. I really don't want to invade it now. Although they are pretty soft. There was a time to invade, now would be the time to do it. Okay, these invasion fleets are all pushing over here. Pretty sure my fleet is stronger than all of their invasion fleets put together. We're going to move a little bit over here just because we know they're going to hop in right in this general direction. And if I could get them to hop right on top of me, that's even better. We are going to invade this planet as fast as possible. Right, blow up as many of these ships as you can. Especially the ones that have troops on them. Do they have more jumping in here still? Looks like they might. Okay, we lost a couple troops retaking this planet, but it had to be done. Load them back up. I want this built. I want the Megatron shield generators. Anything to dissuade them from attacking again. They probably won't build in time, but we're gonna try anyway. Right, where is this at? They're going to bombard this colony. And the good news is I'm right there. Right, they're gonna keep harassing me. Looks like we're moving over in this direction now. So now I have to make a decision. Do I save this colony from bombardment, or do I stop this invasion from happening? I can't do both. Right, I'm going to leave that to itself on the off chance it can actually fend off those guys. Then I'm going to go here and try to stop this invasion. They jumped away. Very nice. Made the right call. Once I beat their invasion fleets up, I can start actually pressing in more. Oh, looks like they're pivoting. Alright, these guys are about to jump in. Let's head over to that side of the planet. Alright, you're going to Ether 1 now. Supposedly. It looks to me like you're heading right to where you were. Alright, we scared those guys off. Yeah, we cannot catch a break. They're just harassing us every step of the way. I need more fleets is what I need. Alright, let's move over to 1. We have another defensive fleet popping in over here to hopefully help protect us a little bit. That should free us up to go cause some chaos up here. Alright, with any luck, they'll jump right into me. We can take them out. these guys are coming to invade? Oh, come on. Give me a break. I doubt we'll build enough defenses in time, but we'll do them up just in case. Wait, did you guys jump away right as they were invading? No, okay. I thought I was losing. Right, they're breaking away. Alright, good. We scared them off before they could do any damage. Where are they jumping away to? I have no idea. Alright, we gotta hop over here because they're coming to invade on the other side of the planet. Alright, I think that was their one ship with troops on it. No, this is a different fleet. Okay. Alright, you're coming close to attacking this fleet here. An invasion fleet up here that was running away. This guy barely has enough troops to do anything. But it is enough to annoy me, so... let's try to jump on top of these guys if we can. That must be my pirate ship fleet coming in. There we go. Another couple troops destroyed. Very nice. Are these guys ready for peace yet? I don't want to send a gift. Wait, how much is that worth? 20 and 40,000. Alright. Pay him money to go away. They didn't take any planets, and now we can focus our efforts up here without having to worry about what's going on down there. Right, we need to start pushing in on their territory because they are going to keep badgering us. I'm going to say to defend, but I'm going to make their home planet Ether. Right, we're just going to take this fleet and push a little bit further. What do they got over here? Yeah, they're not fully built up over here yet, so let's see if we can hop over here and cause some mess. Oh, oppressed inhabitants of Triton 1 have switched allegiance from the Mortallons to us. Interesting. So these guys are now in our empire. Alright, what's the story with these colonies? We need to build these up pretty much everywhere we can. How quickly can we rip this down? Apparently very quick. Alright, let's hop over here, try to blow this up. They don't really have a lot of defenses for space. So I'm gonna try to wipe out their spaceport. Then we are gonna bombard the planet. See if we can knock out a little bit of defensive structure that they have here. Alright, as long as that shield generator is damaged, it's not protecting the planet, and then we can invade it without taking a massive hit point loss on our troops. Okay, so these guys should be, I mean, like, their home planet right now. You're chasing them, you're hopping over here. This was a massive loss of revenue. That's all right. We'll get it back. Don't really want to stop to repair just because the holes aren't that badly damaged. And it would take a long time on a newly conquered planet. I kind of feel like pushing down in this direction is probably the best course of action, and then looping back up this way, just take over these three if we could pull it off, because then that puts this like continuous chunk into our empire. I could argue the other direction is technically a cleaner border. Right, I'm gonna hop in here and take this hideout out while we're in the system anyway. Should drop pretty quick. There you go. Get all those pirates out of our system. Help offset some of that reputation loss from bombarding that planet. Still not built up here, huh? Amazing to me. These guys are really close. You guys really do have to hop over here and get ready. Alright, those guys are all scattering to the wind. Let's head down here and see what they got. This is a pretty big planet. Now this one does have a lot of defenses. A little more hesitant about trying to take this guy. Maybe let's start with this one. Is this one better? Nope, same situation. Okay. So these planets are going to take a lot of effort. What about this guy? Even worse. All right, well, no rest for the wicked. Let's hop down here and try to take this real quick. At least there's no spaceport. We'll just hop down there and start bombarding it right away. We gotta focus fire on the ships that have troops. More troops, the better. Okay, so this guy's got 3 troops. Focus fire on that guy. And then this guy's got 2 troops. I think he's the only other one with troops, so let's try to get him. Okay, now I think that doesn't have any troops left. It really doesn't matter at this point what happens to the rest of them. You're moving to ether. Good move. These guys might pivot though. They could pivot up to here. That would be problematic. Yeah, these guys are attacking, but there's nothing really here to attack. So hopefully we'll be okay. I don't know why the marker for this fleet is all the way down here. It does look like we beat him there by a little bit. Wrong positioning. We needed to be over there. This is the first one we want to take out because it's got troops. Okay, that one's gone. This one has troops. Then I don't think any of the rest of them do. So take them out at your leisure. All right, what are you doing down here? Well, you're gonna bombard, I'm gonna bombard. You know, we can both play that game. Gotta knock out the shield generator. Soften up those troops a little bit. Yeah, we're losing some population, but it's totally worth it. Alright, invade time. Should be good. Alright, let's scroll out and take a look at what's going on here. They are still bombarding this planet. Unfortunate. We do have a shield up. So hopefully that will hold now. Why are we so badly damaged? We did lose several ships, it looks like. Right. Attack Fleet 1's moving back to Chasm, which should be fine. I think there's a spaceport here. No, there's not a spaceport. Okay. All right, we're gonna have to hop in here and take this out. I don't know why we're all running away. I don't know where we're going. All right, we're almost back there. I'm hoping we've defended the planet enough with our shields. Oh yeah, we got the little laser gun too. That's starting to blast this stuff away. They're actually losing to the planetary defenses. Pretty good. Just in time. Right, we got a lot of defenses over here. We need to get the administration center up and running because most of our troops have been consumed by this. I kind of want to go to peace just because I don't have enough troops. And if I push any further, I'm probably going to lose it. And again, if I just take one more planet, might be enough. I mean, we've pretty much broken them at this point. We're going to cancel that weapons platform construction so we could focus on the spaceport. As soon as this is built up, my guess is we could pick a fair amount of these troops off the planet. Would be ideal. Do we have any other desert savanna planets? We do. All right, that should change that structure up a little bit. One good thing about this planet being near max population, even though they're not assimilated, the construction's still happening pretty quick. So we should be able to get up and running fairly quickly. I do want to repair these ships before I take off to go anywhere else. I think we've wiped out all their troops on all their invasion fleets. Like, we've definitely deliberately targeted the troops. Okay, that's built up. More troops became available. Not all of them, unfortunately. Load up what we can. I don't think it's going to be enough. Mm, 6,000's looking a little better. And then once this is fully constructed and I can go repair my ships, might be capable of taking the next planet. I don't know what these guys are doing over here. Crazy. What are you guys doing over here? Get out of there. You're just gonna get lit up by the planet. Okay, you are good. Let's go ahead and repair at the spaceport. We'll fix up as many as we can. Right, these guys foolishly attacked an enemy planet for no discernible reason. There are troops here, but they're almost completely out of fuel. Troops over here as well. Looks like we're moving back to defense, so we should be okay. Alright, you're as repaired up as you can get. I think there's one more troop available, so let's load it up. Alright, wrong spot as always, so let's hop actually to the place where they'll be. Let's try to take out as many of these as we can. Ones that have troops on them. Alright, that went pretty well. We did destroy several of them with troops. I think they lost about 1,000 or 2,000 troops. Not too bad. With these guys, I'm kind of waiting for some of this repair to happen. I mean, it looks like they're getting fixed up. And pretty quickly, too. All right, they're piling in over on Nerval 2. We are gonna hop over here and take this out. Defense battery first, and then we're gonna bombard this planet. Again, they do have defensive structures, but we are gonna do our best to destroy them. All right, I think we are right where we need to be. They are actually pushing in on Nerval 2. But once I invade this planet, I am going to peace with them. As fast as possible. Defense battery gone. Bombard the heck out of that planet. We have to soften them up. There's no way we're breaking through that. Yeah, these troops need to be mostly dead. We lost the transport. Now we have to knock them down. Lost another transport. Not good. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to have to bombard this down to almost nothing. The population alone is going to make it difficult to invade. Our reputation is going to take a little bit of a wallop on this one, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna have to try. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but we're gonna try. Oh no, I think some of my other ships jumped away. They got to get over there and land, or we're gonna lose this. We're gonna lose it. Oh no. Nope, unfortunately, we definitely losing that. Alright, well, let's see if we can go to peace. There's this troops dead. Okay. Invasion failed. It is what it is. All right, let's go to peace. Let's spend some money, although we don't really have a lot of money. I'll take that planet. I do want a bunch of these mining stations. Research stations for sure. That's plenty. I think it's gonna be kind of tight financially to begin with because I just lost a bunch of my ships and troops. All right, we are at peace. Okay. That guy's toast, unfortunately. We tried hard. Did not get it. That's all right. We'll get them next time. In the meantime, we did research a couple new technologies. I don't think anything super juicy, but a couple items. Let's get civilian ships done as soon as possible. That'd be nice to get the large variants of those ships up and running. These guys can start rebalancing the troops and reloading. Economically, we are hurting real bad, but hopefully a little bit of time will be back in a good spot. All right, so let's take a look as we close out the episode here. We have 44 colonies. We had, I think, 30 something when we started episode. Oh, hello. Where are you? No, thank you. Too far away. So we have 44. New colony wise, I think there's only one that we potentially can colonize right now without much of a problem. I don't know why they'd be going over there. 2, never mind. 2 we can colonize now. So we'll be at 46. Our population has increased. We're at 39,000. Now we're at 58,000. Research, we're up to 1,000 instead of 800 or 600 when we started, I think. So things are getting progressively better for us. A couple more research areas we can expand to, as well as more private sector resort locations. Speaking of private sector, the economy is, or I should say the cash flow for the private sector is booming a bit. It's up to 338,000. It was at 200 something thousand. So that's going well. Financially, we are starting to stabilize. Our war weariness was part of that. But also, we just took over a bunch of new colonies. If we look at some of these revenues, like this one here's negative 36,000. Which is a massive deficit to have to pay down. This one's negative 9,400. You know, and all these other ones are kind of nickel and diming us to death. So this one's negative 5,600. So we're getting there. It just takes time. Because all these people are not assimilated. If we look at those populations, we could see assimilation's a little light. So we have, and that just takes time. We just got to wait it out, and then our cash flow will trend in the correct direction, hopefully. My hope is nobody declares war on us. Like the last couple wars, I didn't declare. It was declared on me. So I'm hoping we could stabilize with this a little bit. I am going to go to my home planet. I'm going to see real quick if I can do a war spawn. And I can. Just to get some more troops up and running, because we know we're going to need them. Feels like it's a never-ending demand for troops. All right. Runes. Okay, so we got that. That's good. All right, but overall, I think we're doing pretty well. Just have to stabilize our economy, get some more fleets and troops rebuilt, and just position ourselves to go back at war if we need to. These guys are likely our next targets if we're the ones declaring the war, mostly because they're pretty weak overall, and they don't have any treaties, so we should be able to take them over pretty. It'll be pretty straightforward process, I think. Civilian ships, we can see they are expanding rapidly. I do want to build up this just to keep our research as cutting edge as possible. But I think that leaves us in a good spot. Let's take a look at the victory conditions. Boskara, no surprise, is still number 1. They haven't expanded too much. The Atuk Dominion popped up to 2nd place at 30%, tied with the Mortalans. Somehow the Nipsey's Industries are number 4, which, I mean, we just beat them back quite a bit. We moved up to 6th place, which is a big step up from where we were. I think we were at 13th and 10th, then maybe 9th, and now we're at 6th. So we're climbing that ladder. Hopefully I could take these guys out entirely and move up there, and then maybe move on to more Talons, and then figure it out from there. But I'm thinking that might be the route we go. We'll have to see how it plays out. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.